quick deli trip to a temple running belly laugh. Rebel tongues cover up a checkered past. All they really want is fertilizer for the lemongrass. Anyway, homie, don't give them a reason to be over coffee reading of your intimate evening with another ripened psychopath. Shopping for attention, you are not even a peasant, you're a notch and a weapon. This snooze, clips in a shifty dribble to misuse. Pigs in the pews, stick move, face down folk, recycle as fish food. All this snooze, metal in the water and men with split hooves. Homesick blues, win lose, money over shark fin soup and stiff booze. All this snooze. All this snooze. All this snooze. Yeah. Quills to the filterless, document the wilderness from Silverfish to Gilgamesh, Trinity or 666. I'm busy trying to split the timber up for the winter. Get the money, skip his dinner, head this chickens hither thither. Clinging hooky, looking through the politician to the lizard. Are you seriously feeling like a citizen or prisoner? Ain't no peaceful protest, the promenade mostly police with goat heads and no love. Look, loose dogs through Scooby-Doo fog, looking for any semblance of you log, let alone good jobs. Good folks settle for the pits, rent like a levitating witch. Got crows on the lawn, got steak for the hounds, got grays and tongues that don't stay in our mouths at first light. Might nurse in a verse in a earth science like this game comes with the worst prizes. This news, clips in a shift, you dribble and misuse. Pigs in the pews, stick move, face down folk, recycle as fish food. All this news, metal in the water and men with split hooves. Homesick blues, win lose, money over shark fin soup and stiff booze. All this snooze. What kind of bastion I trust hit the stage with a straight face and jacket full of doves? Where daisy-chained hankies vanish in a plastic thumbs. It was classic misdirection, so there's magic to the young via masters of deception. The full force quarter volunteer, pull a quarter at his ear in a recession. Pull a rabbit from a Stetson as a rapper, though it's basically the same exact profession. Watch, con artists give a fuck who the mark is, whether gorgeous or New Yorkers through the eye of Diane Arbus. No outstanding warrants, nothing up his sleeve. I need you feeling weak and needing something to believe. I need you feeling freakish, that's when I really flourish. I wake up in a sword box, I brush my teeth with bullets underneath. Some cosmic retrograde where patsies get their signals flipped. Hold on to your crystal pouch, step up to the thimble rig. And for my next trick, I'll make $1 bill, climb up out your wallet, disappear and reappear inside my pocket. I never really do these things twice, but if y'all ask nice, I just might. If y'all ask nice, I just might. If y'all ask nice, I just might. It goes scarves and a wands and a flowers of our common sense. I'm all heart. Rib cage housing a Svengali deck. Pick a card, tricky, turn a Vic into a bobblehead. Upsconders and the clingers on, Klingons and the Romulans. Saw myself in pieces for purveyors that are strange. Put the pieces back together, though I'm never quite the same. We undermine the infantry with trickery that range. From weighted dice to blow up dolls up in the carpool lane. I'm charcoal with the art school lanes. I'm skateboarding with Heshers. Seen scepters shaped like feather pens and 57 vendors. Carving knives and camera parts and canvas over stretchers. And whatever make the project in the cellar go excelsior at the whim of older bones that magically predict the weather. He like a Zion with pinch of pepper. The nerd rage, scurry out a collapsible bird cage. Ace in the palm at the workplace, jerk face. And for my next trick, I'll make $1 bill, climb up out your wallet, disappear and reappear inside my pocket. I never really do these things twice, but if y'all ask nice, I just might. If y'all ask nice, I just might. just might. Y'all last place that just might. Under the boardwalk, half-eighth and a half-baked corn dog. Face halfway to P40 Warhawk. Raised in the gore with the horse and the warthogs. Aged in the basement, East Count cake and dog years. I'm rich when I'm broke, it's amazing. I'm three-eyed fish in a mode, I'm a joke. I'm a Kilroy pissed in a snow. Most of the ex-old folk in his past grew up in a poser and sociopath. Old portfolios openly dissed. OG morals, Tokyo drift, I was low-key miffed. You was trying to get your own pants unpissed. Yelling fuck the rich, now we down low, count dough in a bubble. Spit shine shoes, throw coats on puddles. In the face of fame, I never color with the cancer, I'm patient. Age-old bugs in the amber, bedhead Lazarus, climb at a time warp. No one to impress, what would I comply for? I never ate dinners with pop stars. You wouldn't paint litter on a Bob Ross. New York slobs, hopscotch on rock salt. Less Tupac, more pot marks.
Way down now, I love it, but way down here. You're so cheap. Way down low, I love it, but way down here. Yours to keep.
Primordial metazoan friends. Break bread with a plan to coalesce. Turns out couldn't even coexist. It was each go roan in a rope and a wrist. Old gross. Unsung sons and daughters. Mole rats, brawlers, punks, paupers. In a scramble to see who hugs the corners. Who cuts the cord. Who drugs the gorgeous. Who runs on floors through duns and quarters. On a speed date with a red couple of quarters. Ain't never buzzed with the hornet. Stay home tongue on a 9-volt. Punk's not a corpse yet. Get served. Thank the pig. No gold, no myrrh, no frankincense. Little man on wire, no safety net. It's a way of life. It's a face of death. The cold came in the door. Shore's ray is chef. Open, robots owning emotion. New to a cruelty, humor and love. Each day a little less stupid as fuck. Burnouts at the prom. Turn down for your mom. Truck stop, cutlery, crown to cancel. Broadcast from the bouncy castle. Let's go.
Way down now, I love it, but way down here. You're so cheap. Way down loud, I love it, but way down here. Yours to keep.
Magic is black, backyard happy and fertile. For Castle, the ass king of the black circle. Same year, but we dropped 2 horns, hatched and mature. To Gore, Northport's 84, here is 84. Mary Lou Retton, excite like age jeopardy. Wake up the old me, crack rock anyway. 17 summers in developing, would it be the middle schooler ketamine? Yes, left home in the dark to curl up in a bear, hug a Suffolk County's arms with a bevy of heavy metal records and leather Bibles. More Anton LaVey than St. Michael, more Sherman, a Ford on bricks behind Midas. Fly with the pentagram pilot, Sabbath and Judas, and all tunes prudent. Seems tame now, but then it was devil music. Rick 6, the nickname clicks. Makeshift altering and clearing in the sticks. Forfeited kitten by the forks from the kitchen. But horsemen who drew the same symbols. Pitchforks waving at a Grand Theft 4x4 support system, alas. Angus on the axe in the back. Foreground offering a pitch dark animal corpse in backyard. Black mass and the brash curiosity got for grave robbery to puff and pluck skulls at a cemetery property. Cops cuff him and stuff him in Amityville Asylum. It's Fantasy Island, but now it's Lions at the Tom South Oaks. But focus on the environment and how it couldn't loosen the Lucifer at his client, it would flee. Pale moon, pale horse, howling death and LSD to make it mean more than it meant. Pay attention, here's where the whole thing sours and goes from a 10 bags of dust. Now it's not a big town and people are big mouths, so he fishes around till he figures it out. Gary Lauer, 17 years young, you have no idea what you've done. Track him down, beat him pissy, got 5 bags back, still owes him 50. Oh, Ricky, do we hound him for loot or show him how to hellbound do? Castle waves all that says let's just go and get baked instead. 2 shake hands and a beat play dead. That was more like a skeeter shaking a web, and along came a spider with 2 of his friends. It was into the woods, a delusional mess. 4 kids dipped in a black hole bath. June 16, Castle snaps. Off guard Gary, tackle the pin. Sees Rick pull a knife from his jack and a grin. Raised that knife like a sword to the moon. Plunged that knife through a portrait of youth. Go and say you love Satan, say you love Satan. Laura Saint say it, just caved to the facelift. 32 stab wounds, gouged out eyes. Burns on his skin, not a cloud in the sky. Castle would later explain he was told by Satan himself in the form of a crow to murder the kid cold. Part of a pristine whole. No. Just had to brag until somebody said, just had to rat. Sat in the cell as a merchant of hate who would hang from a sheet before the 3rd day. Some say Castle was part of a cult, but I'm sure there was more than we're told. More than adults or authority could rightly decode. Or maybe I'm wrong and he's finally home. Castle. Gonna disarm you. It's starting to feel like a nice night. Hold close to the house in a white light. Hold close to the good you are drawn to. These woods are gonna disarm you. It's starting to feel like a nice night. Hold close to the house in a white light. Hold close to the good you are drawn to. These woods are gonna disarm you. It's starting to feel like a nice night. Hold close to the house in a white light. Hold close to the good you are drawn to. These woods are gonna disarm you. It's like a different type of animal. No brick road, no zip code Xanadu. Family is in an army party in the panic room. Before he meet the man, he beat his hands into the scramble suit. Glam channels wake up in a fantasy dismantled. We're chipping in Vandals over Andy with the Campbells. He the cold-hearted old guard. Holy Ghost crowbar. The postcards only no Crayola, no rose art. Ill communication aside, I kick a train up a bridge. I smack a plane at the sky. I throw a car into the ocean, no one waving goodbye. Place bets, 8 heads in the radio flyer. The kid tobacco as a face and a fire on a fucking mountain. The base is like a struggle of defiance, love and power for betties and headhunters, techies and chess clubbers. All I do is eat bread and check suckers. Nobody safe, chum, black plague, rail guns, cash, cigarettes, snakes coiled up in a bass drum. Dug graves with over the hill, skate punks, failures and flakes in the brain trust. Pay up, hey. My Bugs Bunny tunnel out is perfect. Don't be there when we bubble to the surface. Usurpers, I pay the rent in pennies and ride off into the ether. On a donkey pinned like a zebra. Take me to your leader. Detox, retox, see how we see swords. Mistletoe and misanthrope, stick and poke seed dogs. Can't imagine all the misery we leapfrog. I make rap, I ain't a motherfucking peacock. Death raft floating out to sea. Under a single flaming arrow down, I overcook the meat. And if a silhouetted man is seen emerging from the flames, you should probably treat him different even if he look the same. He is. I make a mean suicide, big gulp, sick pup. Google eyes, splinter up the unified witch hunt. Warren Love, healing from the hum of the Endura Cup. And 40 nights of failures had to plagiarize the formula. Been seen, petty spoils, void steady acumen. I'd rather be a boy to the voice of the point. It's manuscript, boyo. Type to give a name to a sword. The skulls of his landlords hang from his horse. Medium kahuna, strange force around him. Houndsmen scrounge for a sirloin, a pound thin. I play my chess with undomesticated groundlings. We spend our afternoons forgetting how to downshift. Ace ain't here, man. Ace, I could tell us you. Tell us me from over there, this ain't a fucking petting zoo. Brain cells piecing out, dentures in a Dixie cup. Devil trying to keep me down, somebody pick me up. some of the earthly. I plug into that 1 + 1 = 13. Summer of love, sleep under a murder of crows. They sort of circle his lawn, poking at serpents and skulls, working to carry his beak. He's seeking mercy on his virtuous bones. We see this ain't the type of jury that votes. I know you trying to find a little bit of math in your misfortune, missing with the supernatural. There has to be some order, there has to be some order. Hoarding rabbits, feeding wishbones, horseshoes over door frames, feng shui, fish bowls. Plant life dies when I bop through the glade. Docks lose hope, popes burst into flames. I'm the worst. Crashed out, crown made of black clouds. Troll face roll, snake eyes from a glass house. Passionately waiting in a sea of cursed funk. I'm a vacationing Brady with a tiki surfs up. If anybody out there, show me a sign. Leaders of the free world blowing on dice. We load our bows, we close our eyes. My bed got 2 wrong sides and a yawning dream catcher full of me falling. It's haunting, no causality, back to bad juju. It's active irrationality, brash and a tad cuckoo at last. A little superstition stupefied a horde, treating reasonable norms like warriors to one horse. There is no amount of torment-related courts that would counter the disturbance in the force. Seeing doors flip a quarter 10 times, count 10 times tails. The 4 leaves fail live from the slime trail, where luck is a white whale, love is a work of fiction, amity is a service sold outside his jurisdiction. Sure as mercy is a myth in all the worlds there ever were. It's send a curious insurgent to an early sepulcher, and that sucks. Foxhole crashed, my 2 lucky socks don't match, my Hanzo scratched. If anybody out there, show me a sign. Leaders of the free world blowing on dice. We load our bows, we close our eyes. Hey, when you wish upon a barn star, deliver us from yuck yuck and hardy har har. Deliver shady lady luck from the dark arts. She turn a basic straight shooter to a card shark quick. I'm writing from the plight of the godless, where pagans swap piety for shinier objects and pretend to be a perfect pile of science and logic, though it hasn't got us any less divided and conquered. Look, the rock shock still knock on wood, no shame, still aim for the top of the food chain. My lucky 7s only ever make it up to 6. Every 3 tries, Satan kinda wins. Untied shoes, alive in a wild goose. The winner is unrelenting, the kindling is fireproof. Got a face for radio, break a mirror every morn. Turn 7 years into 7 more, it's yours. If anybody out there, show me a sign. Leaders of the free world blowing on dice. We load our bows, we close our eyes. Oh, happy day, that unmistakable brown plumage as accented by a snow white head and tail. I've seen the Holy Spirit. When I was young, their population had collapsed to where it felt we'd only know the majesty through photo, prose, and lyric. Through drastic conservation efforts and the diligence of fish and wildlife scientists, we've actualized impressive data. So much so that 2016 would discover 2 such creatures nesting in the heart of downtown Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. 200 years of absence broken by a brazen pair is not to shake a stick at when you actually A-B the numbers. And so it was the PA Game Commission would install a webcam with a live feed that would showcase the avian lovers. You could be sitting in your office feeling testy, spilling coffee on a spreadsheet, thinking, Jesus Christ, my life is dismal. 2 seconds later, you could stare into a portal that reminds you there is more than what your awful 9 to 5 permits you. Like a giant fucking eagle. Or I don't know. Maybe Mona Lisa, she's from the easel. Or I don't know. Maybe sunbeams leaking through a keyhole. Or I don't know. Damn, I don't know. Oh Lordy Lou, those unmistakable late talents that could surgically remove of spawning salmon from the raging rapids. People think nature is a rainbow or a newborn or an ocean or a puppy, which denies the gory steak and mashers. You load the sight up and expect to see the glory of a wingspan over eaglet beaks emerging from a nigga hero. We overlook the fact that, wow, sometimes a cat'll eat a bird, sometimes a bird'll eat a cat like it's a fucking churro. On April 26th, in front of a group of viewers tuning in to catch a glimpse of what would usually live in the shadows, there was no way to have predicted honing in on the internet's favorite creature as reduced to nutritional value. I wonder if some dude was sad because his cat had run away and thought, maybe I'll load these eagles up to feel connected. Then got to watch his little fluffy torn to pieces by the very nature he had sought to ease him through his deep depression. By a giant fucking eagle. Or I don't know. Baby Mona Lisa chasing from the easy. Or I don't know. Baby sunbeams leaking through a keyhole. Or I don't know. I don't know. I talk like it hurts to talk. Mascot of Murphy's Law, from the claw game at the Walt Whitman Mall to the worst curb cuts of the urban sprawl to what stirs in the purple moss. Which world make a purplish skirt of his quirks and flaws to make it okay to learn who you are? No jury. Instead of all insecurity, no mercy. Every year a skin get thinner. You can almost see the vilifying his innards if it's into the blood or back up to the gizzard with a little bit of last night's dinner. Liver, stand by for the van by the river. Build ramps in the summer, tan hides in the winter. Anti-winter, stare at the stars from an empire builder to anywhere far. Live from an empire builder. Empire builder. Live from an empire builder. Wildfire in the wilder. Live from an empire builder. Empire builder. Live from an empire builder. I shake my fist at the very same gate that I would've climbed up before I became lame. Now I just curse and pretend it's the same. Curse of the person who ain't to a thing. And everyone around you was surfing the wave. You a singular jerk in a circle of saints. Never mistook for a bird or a plane. Mistook for a hearse in the rain. Germ in a wound. Bit a few heads of a hydra. Did meet friends in the lens of his Leica. Yikes. When I stink, God turned fire into ice. I would rather die on spikes. Before you ever take to a colony, take note of your escape velocity and watch odd folk not care who you are. From an empire builder to anywhere are. Live from an empire builder. Empire builder. Live from an empire builder. High hole silver. Live from an empire builder. Empire builder. Live from an empire builder. Salt in a sublimation. Have you ever seen such evasion? Work till he well done, bake and a borderline burnt. The certified temperature, wide berth. Night king, wild earth, white hand with the serum. His old man haunt him, his own fam fear him. His cold dead hands are attached to a breathing meat. They learn to roll weed with its feet. Do not make me turn this car around. No sleep till the bars of bar to town. Barcades bump to a claw marked Arkham. Bars on a window, barbs in a jargon. Black armband, offsides on guard, dark guard marksman. March through the heartland. Dream of a chair in a yard from an empire builder to anywhere far. Live from an empire builder. Empire builder. Live from an empire builder. High pass filter. Live from an empire builder. Empire builder. Live from an empire builder.
This is not good.
My ships crash, my zag-zag, I'm all whiplash in that black tent. Black ash on my flag pan, I go zip-zapping, y'all backspin. Y'all spacecrafts call Mayday, I like tailspins when they backlit and kept scrambling for that safe space. Plays defense around dead zones. Next up, the call explode. Rest up, I go death punch, it rains F'd up, you F us. Throw episodes and all star maps to get veterans to bring bark bags, bring hellfire and little party hats for those parting ways that they tarmac. Blast off and get waxed off. These saboteurs are like pack dogs. I might shoo them off and they boomerang. Line them up and they illuminate. It goes ooh and ah and you too late. We got a failure to communicate. And my rear view's a little planet Earth and my calendar is straight doomsdays. Fuel up and I steamroll. You better moonwalk when that screen scroll. I feed castaways to these gamma rays and my handshake is all sleeper hold. Ease in and get heave-hoed with no easy mode and no foul play. Bounty hunters get found out. Power up or get outpaced. Easy way to 3 a.m. Eat found freedom in the mayhem. Amen. Amen. Give me a lost world to locate. Get ghost of folk who don't obey. Okay. Okay.
We're almost out of time.
Time is not being a good friend. Smoke is being a good bookend. I'm no joke, I only go full send. Don't poke at the purebred bullhead. Dog fights the call for all fight songs. Start crossing names off the flight log. Might light cigars off the fireball. We are well past any kind of dialogue. Warfare, but on warfare. I like rocket fuel in my morning air. I like red buttons under iron fists and my stunt doubles like I quit. The kid 360 all side eye. Pluck wild geese from that twilight. I go hyper speed and can't drive for shit. I just bob and weave and y'all skydive. Lights blink and my screen's glitch. If I lose it all, I ain't need the shit. I call bombs away, I turn mobs away. You're all die alone, I'm all not today. We go eye for eye around pale moons. Fighter pilots find Jesus. I don't tread soft with that special sauce. So you was better off in some mail room. Dumb luck and no late pass. I get gussied up and I gate crash. I'm playing laser tag and playing stupid odds. Tag my name on a fuselage. Outlier in the main event. I keep downsizing y'all's data set. Infiltrators get checkmate. It's maybe best to just play dead. Easy way to 3 a.m. Eat found freedom in the mayhem. Amen. Amen. Safe and sound out the crash site. Life forms to refuse the flatline. That's right. That's right.
You don't even care, do you?
I could drive a car through a fence. Bonnie sitting shoddy, not Barbie and Ken. Probably dip instead of weathering your whims and woes. The piss and moan, I prefer sticks and stones. From the Umberland and Villegre, a digital roam. I throw a signal fit to Eclipse video drone. More than Pixie or pets, every pixel explodes. And viewership has an emotional and physical toll. I'm an 8-bit invader who vacate the cartridge. Upgrade, now I make waves in the lawless. Y'all still decorate our office in rainbows and dolphins. Basically awake in a coffin. Chrissy tattooed his middle finger. Took from his mother, tools from his head shrinker. Duck a death bringer, ain't bringing me shit. I'm right here, bitch, swinging a miss. Hiss, speak from a circle of seats. Each get a turn, I'm the king of world peace. World peace. World peace. Teach him how to curse at police and flee from the church. I'm the king of world peace. World peace. World peace. Map at a dungeon. Pack drugs. I'm a rat to a button. Ask any kind of bad you could summon. I run through brads like paper bag puppets. Bub, my dice got so many sides. In no time you could throw them till you owe me your life. Though forever, never once see the same roll twice. It's no joke, I don't know the snake oil price. I'm a strange force hailing from the holy unknown. I tell a category 5 he need to go to his room. I probably hang from a helicopter more than I need. Although, I guess it tells you what I thought of the scene. I meant to tell you when you talk, I feel lost at sea. I feel like you're embalming me. Come and get a sense of the bubble. Couch on the left, but the rest is a puzzle, yeah. Staring down certain defeat. Reach for dessert, I'm the king of world peace. World peace. World peace. Barring any personal beefs and weeks, I'm a jerk, I'm the king of world peace. World peace. World peace. I like bones and old cassette tapes. I skip stones that go for 10 days. I've rid stones that are most stuck swords. Go back signage over the front door. Robot dogs patrol the whole grounds. Crater in the lawn where the last troll cowered. Not in a race to pass go. I'm a lone photon escaping a black hole. Truth told, never had an eye on the crown. I just jump through the glass every time I go out. Here to offer an experience your media can't. If you're down to get your deep seats deprogrammed, I mean. The dude may sleep in a van, but like the food chain eat from his hand. I'm a backstreet butcher, bullshit wizard. Even in the summer, I'm a wolf in the winter, eh? Creep and burn the machine, leave in a blur, I'm the king of world peace. World peace. World peace. Might go berserk in the street, cheap fireworks, I'm the king of world peace. World peace. World peace.
Calling Gamma Ray. This is Major Cigar. Do you read me, Gamma Ray? Gamma Ray, damn it, come in! Gamma Ray, please respond. Well, his brains are fried. Pack it up, mission's over.
Do you read me? Do you read me? Do I need to reach through the TV? Do I need to reach through the Ouija? Houston and Meg, I'm too Deanie. I'm too uneasy, I'm out of phase and I'm orange Kang and I'm powdered eggs and my radio has been down for days. To just stand around and sound out the phrase and go, do you read me? Shook up, shoot a beanie, unlock for the moon graffiti. Deep into some hellhole, come detect this tempo. I've been beating back in these headphones, beating back a profound fear. Farewell to my breadcrumbs. Is anybody even out there? I'm like out there in that true tweety, that new ether, that do you read me? You don't read me, I'm barely a thing. Staring off, too scared to blink. I might shrink some and I shrink more. Shrink past this pink dwarf. No sign of my pole star, but up here it don't mean north. Deep space and no G-force, and more tumble out to some death bells. Some bleep bleep robot voice, some red light, some send help. Street needs some ET to come deep fry, you know, freak greasery home. Reach out, reap what he sow. Jesus, do you read me? We don't.
Do you read me, Gamma Ray?
And I play drums on a wheel with a feeling out of touch or outgunned in the field. Drums on a wheel. Bomb sights and blackouts and fog lights and gas clouds. Jockey through vacuums. None of our flaps down, it's shocking. Shot off's one small part of some squadron that ain't once chosen to abort shit, and we've honed in on our problem. Non-stop till he stopped to see what kind of quadrant he got lost in. Do you read me that option when y'all's options are exhausted? Have been dropped off in this mosh pit instead of locked in one orbit. Knock, knock, pull back of this cockpit is my coffin. Boss levels, I'm doomed to repeat. New dance called Do You Read Me? It evolves beyond the yonder mantra. Once none pinging my transponder. Once what macabre, y'all plan to conjure. Been handed back to y'all unresponsive. 10 hut and I'm in sync. Phone home, but just ring a ring. Asteroids that leave marks and black holes that eat stars. Green cheese and GPS, be decked with detours. Fuel gauge around East Street, my beacons are all blinked out. I might slink up in a junk heap you can't read and or pin down.
Gamma Ray, come in!
And I play drums on a wheel with a feeling out of touch or outgunned in the field. drums on a wheel. And I play drums on a wheel with a feeling out of touch or outgunned in the field. Drums on a wheel. army in a cave when I fail, bit of terraforming. Four corners of paranormal, get shorn for a thermos and parathermals in a warehouse. Air wears dairy curdles, St. Vincent de Paul trying to square the circle. Circle the source of his power. Foresight born at the corner of Howard on sale. Cherry pick blue in the pail, it's a blue nose chew in his tail. Losing his coat, schmooze in a high in a head rush. Hack up bile over H1N1 and then some. One eye on the breadcrumbs, other eye on the drink crumb, other eye on the income. Good knife in the grin, shoot dice with the lice and the ringworms. Peg leg, smells like Medellin. Wake in the night, make a pipe out of anything. Take 5, take a dive in the cellophane. Turn 5 and a 5, 6, 7, 8. Back out somewhere fancy. Shake in the backseat of Aesop's Camry.
Yo, the Price is Right. You still watching? Oh, you know, I was going to do some commentary, but I thought it'd be a bit boring on here. Seeing as I got knocked out already, I don't know if I got anything to say. Either. Cool, you're watching, right? Okay, so I got knocked out. I'm a little bit annoyed how I got knocked out. Because if we play a cash game, there's no way CJRK is better than that much. Called 3 times. Big blind. The king 3. I mean, fair enough, you can do that a few times, but if you do that too much, you ain't going to win very often. But yeah, what can I talk about anyway? Anyone got any questions or anything? Save your luck for that. Yeah, I mean, yeah, I play more carefully in the cash game anyway. Nah, no way Smudger called by accident. Unless he's got a tiny phone or massive fucking hands. I don't know. I think people get excited, don't they? If you've got pocket tens or a pair, you think, oh, I got a good hand. Fine. If you get shit hands for, say, 5 or 6 hands in a row, and you get rubbish hands, you finally get a pair. You get excited, don't you? If you don't really know what you're doing, you get excited. And then once you're invested, you don't want to fold. Whether it feels like people are taking advantage of you. If you do fold, you know what I mean? You sort of feel a bit like you're getting bullied, so you don't want to be bullied, so you call anyway. I don't know, that's my guess anyway. But obviously, Smudger, if you're watching, man, once 2 queens and a king come out, you're way behind with your tens. No way you're ever going to win that hand, really. Just gotta let it down. Lose your money on tonight. Yeah, Crean was doing this in the cash game the other day as well. He just bets way too many hands. I mean, alright, he's got a lot of chips at the moment because he doubled off of Smudger, but yeah, I don't think he'll win. I think CJRK is probably the best at the table, but I think he's playing a bit loose today as well. So could be anyone's really. Lonnie, you got a chance, man. You still in? You can't keep getting away with it. No, it won't last forever. The more you keep calling every hand, eventually you're gonna get found out. I noticed in the game we was playing the other day, every time I bet, even if it's a decent sized bet, he'd still call. It was you knew he was chasing, but he'd still call after the flop anyway. I don't know. I can't really give advice, can I? I got knocked out second. So ignore everything I say anyway.
adventures. Stay tuned for the spooky adventures. You can imagine the stars that align when a forearm starts foreshortening right, or a torso hung on a warping spine in proportion reads as warm and alive. Routine day with a dirt cheap brush, then a week goes by and it goes untouched. Then 2, then 3, then a month, and the rest of your life to beat yourself up. I left some seasons eager to fall. I left some work to bury alive. I let my means of being dissolved. I let my person curl up and die. Eating up his innards and unfeasible anxiety is brutally committed to relinquishing his privacy, aligning with the trials of the anti-Midas. Snap on the back lawn, look up in the sky, it's...
Alright, so I think we've got a break now. When we come back from break, I'll try and do proper commentary on the game. So grab a drink in a minute.
Just to count your rings.
I'm getting sick and tired of never understanding. Where is the truth you promised?
The kid that worked down at the local Baskin Robbins got a tattoo of a lipstick print attached above his collar. I watched him relocating pistachio to a waffle, thinking I had lost the plot, if not the passion for the novel. He asked me what I wanted. I ordered something daft. He said he liked the tattoo Alex drew me of the bats. Thanks. I like it too, but modestly confess, in present company, my coloring is not the main event. Look at that neck. The message is a meeting at the guy F's chicks. I spent a lot of years making friends with cool artists, so when they drew me tattoos, I could truly feel important. Now some 22-year-old inside a cube of brick and mortar got me questioning my morals in their corny pecking order. I should give a shit less. Cherry, no. Whip, yes. Lot of years. Lot of years. The girl that worked down at the local juice place got a head full of dreadlocks down to her waist. I watched her add the spinach to the ginger to the grapes. My hair was underwhelming. My juice was fucking great. Some lady orders maca, compliments the locks. She asked how many years it took the girl to grow the crop. It took a lot of years and then eventually I cut them, kept them, and reattached them anytime I want them. My mind's fucking blown. The future is amazing. I feel so fucking old. I bet you clone your pets and ride a hoverboard to work. I used a folding map to find the juice place in the first. These kids are running wild. I'm still recovering from church. You should have seen me in the 90s. I could ollie up a curb. You should have seen me in the 80s. I was bumping New Edition, dragging acne into Hades. Lot of years. Know what I mean? Lot of years. Question. If I died in my apartment like a rat in a cage, would the neighbors smell the corpse before the cat ate my face? I used to floss the albatross like daddy came with the chain. I'm trying to jettison the ballast with the hazardous waste. The kid is comfortably numb, routine a tedious crutch. Steep in a self-imposed Stockholm and Lima in flux. Maybe an occupation popular with demons and ducks. Mid-any mingling akin to being seasoned and stuffed. It's a theater of jumping jellyfish, jealous little sycophants. Miserable and flimsy from the skippies to the pissy pants. Each one separately convinced they're sketching with Da Vinci's hands. Delusion turn a communication a prison camp. You fucking dorks ain't a threat to the cause. There ain't a lesson we can learn from the ostensibly lost. I think it's funny when defendants from identical haunts step out the tempest to measure of what the spectrum involves. Maybe no one cares. Party over here, I'll be over there.
Don't need no help. By myself, don't need no help. By myself.
I used to hang around with rappers at the root of the scene. It meant a lot to feel the fugitive community breathe. Maybe the sentimentalized to be truly naive. I know some shit about your heroes that you wouldn't believe. I think we're all a bunch of weirdos on a quest to belong. The song's a echolocation of an impregnable fog. That's why it's odd to see a pile of imperfections and flaws. Ascend a pedestal to patronize the rest of the cards in a mess of obnoxious fantasy, posturing and pageantry. I ain't even mad, I'm impressed, shit, it's baffling. God almighty, chop an ivory tower to piano keys. Play your own dirge on the way to surfing Maggot Beach. You fucking dorks ain't a source of the art. You can't be cooler than be over there.
Alright, I'm back. I'll be back.
I view the rattling of sabers like a show to expose insecurities exploding in emotional code. When bragging out
Go on, Lonnie, you can win this one, man. I believe in you. Oh, yeah, West Country success.
you would wobble around your mama like an infant gazelle. The disillusionment has truly been a difficult pill, but you was anything menacing as a difficult cell and a whistle and bellarama. Black Molly's to dress up like piranha. It's not even compelling melodrama. It's a comedy. Somebody wanna shop you as a saga. I'm very voluntarily persona non grata.
Alright, so 2 left in hand, just the blinds left in hand, so small blind, the big blind. Basically means they could have anything. 3 hearts and a 6, 2 6s. No one seems to have anything. If you've got anything there, you're chucking a bet in just to try and boost the pot up a bit. TFG trying to steal it. Craig's having none of it. We had a 6, blame me. See, now you should be betting more than that. Oh, you won nearly 2 grand, but once you hit trips with the 6, you got to be trying to get more out of that pot. In my opinion, anyway. Like I said, take everything I say with a pinch of salt. I'm obviously not quite an expert, but I do know how the game works. I've played a lot of poker before. Yeah. So another raise from Crean. Looks quite a lot, but it's only twice the blinds, so not a great amount. Craig's gonna call again. Scared of the flush? Yeah, I don't think you can be scared of the flush draw like that. I think again, if there's a flush draw there, Craig is CJRK, by the way, just in case no one don't know. I think if Craig's got a flush on there, I think he's betting that before. Especially the position he was in, because he was in after TFG. I can't imagine why you'd slow play that, especially with such a low pot. So Crean raised before, which means he could have a good hand, but he's been betting quite a lot. A good hand is sort of anything 10 up. If you've got two cards above that, he's checked. I don't really like to check once you bet before. You need to sort of follow on, really, I think. And he's folded. Craig had a king as well. Will had 10s. So Crean's betting yet again. Like I say, he does bet a lot of hands, especially with the amount of chips he's got at the moment. He can afford to do that a little bit. Eventually it'll catch him out. Just Crean and Craig left in the hand. See, because Craig's the dealer, Craig's in best position because he can see what Crean's going to bet, when he's going to bet, etc. And he goes, because Crean could have it nothing then, because he followed on the bet. He got a bit too expensive for Craig to play along. He sort of had to fold. So now Crean, unless he's got a good hand, he should be folding here because he's the first to act. There's 5 other hands after him. And he calls. I don't really like the call. If you're going to play a hand, you should be betting, I think. You should. One of the tips I'd give is that you should be raising or folding far more often than you should be calling. Obviously you don't want to be raising too much because if you do get caught, chances are you won't last too long, but you want to be doing that more often than you anything else, really. Certainly than just calling or checking anyway. You're not sure about that bet from Will as well. Just 500 into a 3,200 pot. Not really enough to get Crean off. So unless Will's got a good hand and he's trying to string him along, bit of a funny bet. Could have a split pot here with 2-pair and ace kicker. Will's trying to steal it. Oh, Crean's got the king. Damn. And Will was trying to steal the pot with the jack 10. Bit of an ambitious bet from Will, but yeah. I'm only not going to play any hands except aces or blinds. Yeah, I mean, that's a bit extreme. You should be playing position as well, man. So basically, when you're the last to act, or the last, yeah, when you're the dealer or the last to act in the hand, that's when you want to be betting really, because you can obviously sort of gauge how strong the other people seem to be playing their hands. Not going to win you every hand, but that's how you can, you know, that's when you can, you know, that's playing position. So again, 400 into a 4,000 pot is peanuts. It's a strange bet, Lonnie, man. What are you doing? And again, 400. Josh calls. Lonnie's got an ace. Both got ace too. Okay. Yeah, I see why you didn't want to push too hard, just in case someone had an ace higher or something better. But still, if you're going to bet, I think you want to bet a little bit more than that. You may have been able to get him fold as well. Paying to see his hand. Yeah, but you bet the 400 first, man. You were the first to act. You chucked 400 into a 4,000 pot. You're basically giving him like 10 to 1 odds to see the hand. Unless he thought he was well behind. He's gonna call that all day. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. Man. The price is right, man. When are you going to play any of the games? I don't think you've played any of them yet, have you? I know you chucked in for Smudge yesterday, but you need to actually get on one of the games, man. Be good. Right, anyway, back to the actual game. So Crean's dealer. Crean's going to bet. Crean bets all the time. There you go. Double the blinds. TFG is probably going to fold unless he's got something good. In which case he should be re-raising, I think. See, a lot of people... It's a good fold. A lot of people will call. Even if they've got anything, they'll call. Just to see the hand. Most of the time that's just going to get you in trouble. So Crean had a decent hand then anyway, Queen 10. Where is late position? So yeah, so obviously the best position to be is the dealer button, because that's the last to act in every hand. You know, the closer you get to the dealer button, closer to the left of it you get. There's obviously the less hands that can act after you. Basically, the worst position to be before the flop is under the gun. First after the big blind. That's the worst place to be. Because obviously you're betting And if you've got a table of five hands, with 4 more players playing, and you're going to bet into that, there's four possibilities could have you beat. You know what I mean? You don't really know what you've got and what they've got. It's very difficult to gauge. So you only want to be betting under the gun if you're really confident in your hand, or you want to take a bit of a gamble. Just a blind play this hand then. Blimey, very big flop that, Queen King Ace. 3 clubs. Nobody represented those from pre-flop. Could have anything really. Better than cool. Another club. Anyone with a club's looking good. Queen, Lonnie folds. Oh, he had Jack as well, blimey. On for a straight flush. Yeah, pretty much impossible hand for you to win there, Lonnie. Couldn't do much more than that. Apart from get out when you could.
My older brother is a funny dude. A lot of funny shit happened to him. We hadn't spoken in a couple months. I called him last night.
Quite a big pot this one so far, everyone involved in it. If Crean's going to bet, you want to bet quite a lot. He folds, blimey, the 190 folds. Everyone's in. So 4 playing this one. Jack Queen 2. Because nobody bet before, it's really difficult to gauge what people have got, especially with 2 blinds, or sorry, 1 blind in the hand. Fancy somebody's got a pair. Possibly better. TFD just checks. Craig checks behind. Josh is going to bet. So now it's going to cost Craig 1200 to get in the pot. He plays and quickly checks the next one, which is a 6. Josh should probably follow up the bet, and he does, but it's not a great bet. Feels like he's probably got Jack or a Queen, but not a great kicker, and he's sort of stringing it along a little bit. Unsure of where he is. There's the ace. I'd be surprised if anyone's got a straight. Nobody represented King 10 yet in the hand, so I wouldn't be worried about a straight. Craig's going to bet to try and represent something, and Josh is going to fold. Yeah, interesting hand there. He had queens. Why did you not bet before? I'm baffled by some of the play in this game. I mean, fair play, it won him the hand, but I don't know. I feel like you need to be betting more than that. Appreciate he folded anyway, but yeah. Some big hands ready though. I feel like I need 2 people in the chat so I can talk to somebody else. I feel weird talking to myself. Lonnie, what are you mating about? What's the mate about? Oh, you got 4. Is that what you were mating? You had 4 of a kind. I wasn't really watching that either. I don't know what you bet.
My first name is a random set of numbers and letters and other alphanumerics that changes hourly forever. My last name 1,000
Badly? Well, you bet badly, or? No, I don't. Yeah, I tell you, one of the tips I give as well is, again, I'm not trying to like give out tips because I'm not, like I said, I'm not amazing, but one of the tips I would give is don't get too frustrated when you, sometimes when you get a good hand like that, you can kind of feel like you're hard done by if you don't win too many chips off it. I try not to get too frustrated by things like that. Just take it. Any win's a win. Obviously, you want to try and win as many chips as you can from your good hands. But you know, sometimes just taking down the blinds is good enough. So everyone's playing this hand. Very low flop. Because you've got 5 players and somebody's hit something, chances are somebody's on for a straight draw or a flush. A couple have probably got over cards. Better 600, not great in the hand. A lot of people's going to call this, I think. 3 folds, he gets one now. There's your straight draw. Anyone chasing a flush has got one line, he's quick to bet. Queen may well fold here. And he does. What do you have, Lund? Imagine if it was a cash game. I think it'd be completely different if it was a cash game. There's quite a lot of betting. Had the 3, yeah, nice one. It's nice because you were big blind them as well, so you were in the hand anyway. It's quite nice when you haven't got to pay anything extra to see the flop and you hit a flop like that. It's quite nice. TFG stealing hands. I've got a good feeling about London on this one. He's doing alright. JJB's going to be out in a minute. Got to hold on and he'll be down to 4. Can make top 3, man.
don't know, maybe get a kitten.
Fuck off, right? Are you listening to the stream? I don't know who's watching the stream, man. JJB's obviously watching the stream. It's Crean watching the stream because I feel like I've been slagging him off all the time. What's my ice cream of choice? Oh, man, any ice cream's good, man. I don't know. I quite like the wafer things, you know, when they do like Neapolitan flavours inside. Quite like them. Easy to eat. I heard talk about Calippos earlier, they're nice, but it's not really an ice cream, is it? Like a frozen drink. White chocolate Magnum, yeah. Yeah, I get that. I had a Magnum like I don't know, about a month ago. It was fucking massive. I had about half of it. I was like, didn't want to finish it, but. And then the other end of the spectrum, you get, they sell them in Aldi. They sell like packs of like wannabe Magnums or whatever, and they're absolutely tiny. They're like, I don't know, about 2 inches high. Feast, yeah, Feast are banging. What's the ones with the, might be a Feast actually. The ones with the like, what do you call them, like hundreds and thousands stuff on it. What are they called? Knobbly Bobbly or something like that. I don't know, I quite like them. Google it. I think it's Knobbly Bobbly, something like that. Knobbly Bobbly, yeah, that's the one. I quite like them. What a name, Knobbly Bobbly. Fucking comes up with this shit. Right, anyway, 4-5-4-4 on the board. Lonnie, Crean and TFT in hand. Crean's betting again. Lonnie's gonna fold. Ace Queen. See, I like that bet though from Crean. He didn't have anything other than ace high, but he had 2 spades and 2 overcards. It's quite a nice place to bet, and even if you get called, you've still got a couple of decent outs. And you're probably not going to get called anyway with a board like that. Nice bet. Don't make them raise the gate between the betas and a spectacle displaying the nature of strange neighbors. I paint caves till the rage campaign tapers. Show a new crop how we used to moonwalk. Out of breath like a 7-day-old balloon dog. I still hang band posters and buy black lights. Crib decorated like a dorm room at Brandeis. Still pretend I'm gonna build another half pipe. Never mind the Ford era christening and pant size, man. Who could have guessed the future of abominable imagery would also share a birthday with Kenny G. Nunn. The 99-cent, 2 cents. Bullion, yeah, it is bullion. It's smart bullion, isn't it? That's when you gotta be. And that's when the position actually flips the other way around. Where the first player to bet is somewhat in a better position. But for the most part, you want to be the second player to act. Same with anything, really. And if you can think of a thing where there's 2 things, I don't know how to describe it while I'm on a bike. But if there's two people up against each other, say it's 2 people doing a speech or something, you want to be the second one to speak, because then you can, then you've got the proper response, haven't you? Two Irishmen, 2 Englishmen, and JJB left. Telling me diversify. I'm at the supercut, souping up the
wardrobe forecast looking like a Nash on 4 phones. Hello, 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 hello. Base camp, space camp.
Lonnie, man, I gotta be honest. I'm not liking these little small bets into the pot.
Magical nap in a vacuum. Act natural. Whatever that means for you. Whatever that means for you.
Green's gonna call.
Whatever that means for you.
Another little small bet from Lonnie. I feel like you're doing it deliberately to piss me off now. Try and wind me up. Slightly bigger bet, but comparatively still not enough. So now it's 10,000 in the pot. Green's got a call 2,400, so you're getting like 4 to 1 odds. 4 to 1. Does he feel he's got a better hand than you? If he's got anything, he's probably gonna call if he's got sort of 10 or higher, a pair of 10s or higher. But obviously Lonnie's been playing quite cautious, so that may have played into his fold though. Damn, JJB going all in. Again, I don't like these bets, man. Going all in to win 2,400 chips. It's too much. Alright, this is like a free game or whatever, but if you're doing that in a paid game, it's a bit of a dodgy move, I think. What do you mean the stream? What are you on about? Oh shit, stream's gone. Oh mate, it's cause, oh, fuck's sake. Alright. We might be back on the stream soon, I don't know. Right, let me stop and come back. Mate. I don't know if the stream's working or not. Let me... I don't get it. Right, hopefully we're back now. Hopefully. Stream working or no? Anyone? Still says unavailable. Fuck's sake, it's bullshit. What's wrong with you? YouTube, man, what's fucking wrong? Oh, I need to start my own platform. Oh, we're back. We're back, yeah? Cool. Cool, we're back. Fucking YouTube, man. What's wrong with having a little background music? Now I gotta talk. Actually, I can put like what do you call it? Like royalty-free music again or whatever. That's bullshit though. What's wrong with a little bit of music? I don't understand how it works with YouTube. Like the other day I was playing a song, I can't remember what song. No, one of the streams I did a while ago, I had loads of songs on it and it got copyrighted for like every song, and it listed them all individually. And I went for a couple of them and I just searched them on YouTube. And there was like loads of videos with those songs playing. Couldn't really understand why it was, I felt like I was being victimised. I felt like I was being bullied by YouTube. Get Shane to produce some beats. Yeah, we can do that. Humanzi's coming soon. Lunny, man, how'd you get 33,000 chips? I wasn't even watching the last couple months. Good full spacker. Yeah, you wanna just play it nice and easy, man. Doing alright. I still don't like these bets when you keep betting like 600 into a pot of 4,000. Don't like it, man. Don't do it. Gotta be more committed. Now, you don't have to bluff, you have to be like careful with your betting, you know what I mean? So like, for example, like a hand, like say you got 7-8, right? Doesn't even matter if it's suited or not. You've got 7-8. It's not a great hand. You think, oh, this is rubbish. If you're in a good position on the table and there's already a couple of people folded, that's when you can chuck a bet in. And if you make the bet big enough, you're only going to get called by big hands. And then if you get a flop that completely misses the big hand, you can, you know what I mean, you can then buy them out of the pot. That's one way to make a good good few chips out of not a great hand. I don't know, let's try that down. This is YouTube's free music now. Then I put the free music on, everyone's like, oh, this music's shit, put some decent on. Put some decent on. YouTube's like, oh, this music's not yours, put something shit on. Can't fucking win. Bullshit. This is the start for the memes. What memes? Wait, 10 seconds, we'll be back. Oh, I don't know memes. I know like picture memes. I know video memes. Apart from that, like whatever it is, the African pallbearers doing the dancing. I know that one. Man, Josh has gone all in straight away. See, if I was Crean, I had any decent hand, I'd be cool in this. Like anything, like relatively decent. Ace 9, yeah, it's good. You know, you got him dominated with Jack 9. Fucking hit a Jack as well, shit. Crean's gonna be gutted at that. Also, fuck Crean though, because he bets way too much. There you go, Josh back in the game. Crean's gonna go all in at a spite now, he'd just be like, fuck it. You wanted JJB out, Lonnie, yeah? That's a bit harsh. Refuse to bet until 1-4. Yeah, you could do that. You could sit out. Although the blinds are sneaking up a bit now. But yeah, you could do that for a little bit. Josh is all in again. Shit, just going through my YouTube thing, I got 10 notifications of copyright claims for different videos as well. Fuck's sake. Oh, this is not a strike, it's just a claim against it. Josh is bullying Crean now. I missed that hand then, Lenny, why'd you fuck up and then? Ah. 5's against 6 as you at 5. Good, fuck Craig as well, he knocked me out today. He can have that. Lenny, this is your game to lose, man. You gotta get heads up at least. Did he go all in? I didn't really see how it played out too far. Did he go all in before you, or? Yeah, I saw you had the flush on the end. I didn't really see if you had the flush before you was all in. Or he was all in, rather. Pre-flop. Oh, okay, he went, okay, because he had a pair, yeah. Fair enough. Green's getting a bit greedy again. Lonnie's properly disciplined player. Folding every hand, apart from pocket pairs. There's a big, because you had par 5s and you called par 6s, right? Once somebody goes all in, I'd probably fold the 5s. But in your position, you can call it. You're sort of in a luxury position to call that. What bluff? What was you bluffing? TFG's all in. All in for 7-2. Nice. Oh, quick call from Lunny. Yeah, I was gonna say you must have some of them. Yeah, that's the problem with five kicker. Never really gonna win you anything. Price is Right. What do you agree with? I see you said agree. I agree. Also, when I feel like you were watching all of us play, and you're picking up tips, and then one day when we got the biggest game going, you're gonna jump in, and you're just gonna clean everyone out, and you're gonna be like, yeah, I was secretly an expert the whole time, and I was waiting, and then I just Have you played much before? Long time ago. Cool. There's quite a few people seem to be saying that. Like Dylan just said he used to play like 15, 20 years ago, whatever. I used to play like 5, 10 years ago. I used to play quite a lot. I haven't played for about 5 years. About 10 years ago, I used to play like 3 or 4 nights a week sometimes. But I never, like I said, I never really played online. Casinos and all that. Yeah, I played in casino a couple of times. Mostly just to play in pubs. I never played online. The only times I played online is like through Facebook and stuff like that. Never really got into any of the like putting money into it. Never really got around to doing that. Be right back. Yeah, same man. See you there. Fuck's sake. Oh no, yeah. I thought Crean got lucky with the straight down. Nice, well done Josh. My prediction about Crean getting caught up with him finally happened. Lonnie, you ain't chip leader no more, man. Doing alright though, last 3. Oh yeah, all 3 left from Borough, isn't it? TFG from Borough? Needs to go as the baby's gone mental. Hey, just chuck all in. I'd love it if he was pretending and then he got pocket lines and he's just waiting. Lonnie's gonna call and he got pocket lines. Lonnie wins an ace high. Lonnie's gonna chicken out. One of you got a call. If he's gonna keep going all in, one of you got a call. I reckon you should both call and get the game done with. What's the worst country music?